Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be playing a little bit of Kaiserreich. More specifically, we're going to be playing as good old Portugal. So, what is our task? What is our, our layout for this campaign? Well, first things first, we are going to have to defend our colonies against Middle Africa. That is a certainty. And if we can, I believe like you can win the war against Middle Africa. I've never seen the AI accomplish it because the AI doesn't have the capacity to necessarily get that done. Because Middle Africa aggression contained, or Middle Africa does not exist. Like we can beat them for sure. That's our plan. Again, I'm not actually too sure when Middle Africa decides to invade. I believe it's probably about like a year and a half ish from now. I would have to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we can at least go to here. Get these guys to this front. Put them underneath a field marshal. And what do we want first? Well, we could just go straight into the Portuguese army. We do get a 2% boost to weapons. Some cavalry upgrades might not be the worst idea. Training time goes down. Armor and artillery. Either we go for some manufacturing, or we can go for the Navy. Probably at this point, we can't do this until one following is true after January 1st, 1938, or after the 1st of October, 1936, at peace with Middle Africa. Okay. So I guess maybe October is when we should be looking for the conflict then. So I guess given these options, I think we're just going to go straight into Portuguese army. We don't need you here. Please deploy in the blue. And that, I think, is our entire army. Yeah, we have 8 divisions. So what I'm thinking is, in order to beat Middle Africa here, I think we just need more divisions. Like, they have 6 to 18, we have 8. And I don't think it really matters how powerful the divisions are. I think, just to start off, we just need a lot of them. So we're going to train up some, admittedly, kind of bad troops. Because you need 909,000 compared to 13. We have like no rifles at all. And are you both you should be like the same, right? Yeah, these are the exact same. So let's train up, let's say like 3 or 4 of these guys, get that done. We're going to need to build up some military factories for sure. Because right now we have 9 factories, 2, 1, 6. It's not a great ratio. Let's get like 3 of these going, get our basic technologies. Because apparently we have like 10 months maybe until Middle Africa decides to invade us. So hopefully we can avoid that. We're already making old ships, but that's okay. Let's build 1 of these. We actually have like what's we actually produce in Portugal? A ton of tungsten and nothing else. Lovely. So we are going to need to import some steel from you. And I'm thinking, do we even want to? I mean, you get done in August, so you know what? We'll keep you there. Then we'll build some convoys afterwards, and that should be good enough to start with. Yeah, I know this is outdated, but that's okay. And I know our manpower is low, but again, there's not much I can do about that until we get 100 political power. We can upgrade this. The Kingdom of Portugal. After the disaster of the Wildkrieg and the collapse of our forces in Mozambique and France, Portugal's usurper republic simply lacked the face and the military support to resist a glorious restoration, which brought Manuel II back to the throne and his once rival claimant Duarte Nuno and his heir. The restoration, which occurred shortly after the war's end, saw the beginning of recovery for the economy. However, reliance on British imports and exports was too great for Portugal to properly weather the storm of 1925. We were unable to unite our lands after the fall of the British Empire, for Germany in an act of aggression seized those lands, such as an extensive political crisis on our hands. The then Prime Minister, Pava Sergio, called for elections. Victorious integralists have an extensive reform agenda, while viciously anti-republican policies have polarized opinions, even amongst most staunch monarchists. However, they defer to the king for now, and they claim that they will do so indefinitely. Spain's sickness seems to never end, as more chaos looms over the world and threatens Portugal. In Africa, Hermann von Göring and his Hunnic goons sabotage our endeavors, forcing our hands to return the favor, and tensions are fast escalating, but no matter what may come, we trust Portugal will stand tall. We can seize at some point Galicia, right? I think like during the Spanish Civil War, we are able to take that from the Carlists, and we're definitely going to do that. This is on the new update, by the way. If you're watching, if you're on following the YouTube channel, both of those theories are on the old patch. As soon as I actually like record them, the day afterwards, they released a new patch and they kind of broke a lot of things, but that's okay. You've stormed Moscow, taking advantage of the chaos in Moscow at the assassination of Kerensky. Vlad Kornov and his officers, with the help of combat squads from Boris Anikov's NRPR, took to the streets of Moscow to fight off leftist organizations and trade unionists. So are you... Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that event before. I don't think it's new. I just haven't seen it. So the Mozambique situation. During the Weltkrieg, the situation in Africa was truly paradoxical. The war in East Africa ended in a stalemate where the Entente occupied Germany, East Africa, while the Germans occupied over Mozambique. Both sides recruited thousands of Africans from enemy territories as porters, armed guards, or soldiers, and after the war, the Huns led cruel reprisal attacks on natives that joined our side. Since then, thousands of those natives have fled over the border into Mozambique. They now live in camps. These natives are a good opportunity to show mischief in Middle Africa, as well as many of them still want to revenge for what the Huns did to them. Well, we're sending our entire army over there, which I think should work out okay. I mean, there's still a chance that Middle Africa just explodes on its own. Also, I think Goring has a new portrait here. Because we need troops over here. Because if we can, let's say, take one of these provinces, just cut Southwest Africa off from the rest of Middle Africa, seems like a pretty okay start. But we will also need troops in Mozambique as well. Just troops wherever we can actually get them. Totalist Charter. There's a new King of England. Everything seems to be going okay. Like, I know manpower is low. And by the way, like, how many rifles do we need? 1.4 thousand. It'll be done in less than a year. But a year is still a long time. We have 25 planes. Not really a lot. Like, what are we actually building right now? Infantry equipment, total artillery, and the ships. Right, like, two military factories. Can't get too much done, which is unfortunate. We have 20 days left. We get some army experience. Again, it kind of sucks, but like, I think we definitely want the one military factory. The where is the cavalry? Like, the cavalry could be useful. The 10% attack and defense is not bad. But I don't think we actually have any cavalry divisions ready to go. You know, we'll duplicate this. Make them just into cavalry divisions. And just have one of them being trained for now. Except I don't want you to be on a... Yeah, I'm going to be normal, like that. Have you be built in Lisbon as well. Poland's declared a republic. By the way, are you cheaper? No, you actually take more infantry equipment than the regular infantry do, but that's okay. I mean, having one cavalry would probably be decent, because we do need to capture the victory points here. Like, Middle Africa is big, and almost the entire... Like it's got a lot of core states, like, more than you would think. The guy here, Zanzibar. Like, I don't know what we actually need to do to be considered having won the war against Middle Africa. Like, I'm not worried that we're gonna lose. We have one extra troop. We can extend this line one more here. And then this is 3 more. The Carlists have been banned in Spain. Following attempts to increase their power, the Carlist movement has suffered vicious repression from the present government. Asylum in Lisbon. We can allow them to continue operating in Portugal. Yeah, you know what? I'm sure that'll help us out in the future. Maybe that's how we will be able to take over Galicia when the time comes. I mean, I don't care if everybody hates me. It is what it is. And like, I'm not expecting them to like me in the first place. The French loyalists have restored the monarchy. So right now, I see 2 Middle Africa divisions on our border. And of course, Black Monday has struck. And, I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, we've seen worse. I think I think that's the Papal States we actually got a bigger debuff than that. So it's not too bad. Yes, we do Black Monday with you. Partial recovery. Then you get Christian austerity. Does Christian austerity, I think that might remove it. I mean, it's going to take us a while to get down there, though. I mean, getting the military factory would be nice. Getting the bonus for the cavalry would also be nice. But I mean, if we're only going to have 1 cavalry division, it might not be the most important focus to take. Like, the infantry for 200% is pretty good. The training time decrease would be nice. Armor, support artillery. There's a lot of land dot. Like, okay, 10% recovery rate's not bad. Infantry cost goes down by 15%. That's actually a ton. And getting an extra military factory would be nice. But I think we probably want to get rid of Black Monday first. So we'll finish expanding on the arsenal. And then we'll start going for the manufacturing. And what do we need? We need either one of these. So bonus to industry or 4.5% stability. Then you go for an extra military factory. Infrastructure, civilian, naval base. So I think we're probably going to go for industrial investments. Yeah, because actually there's a lot of military factories. I think that's going to be 3 in total. Yeah, so we're going to go industrial, recovery, get our way down to Christian austerity, which should remove the Black Monday modifier. We could immediately increase this limited. We can almost go to partial mobilization as well. Well, you know, let's go to early mobilization for now. We'll only train, let's say, 1 of these guys up at a time. And how many border? How many? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5 provinces that border Middle Africa from Mozambique. Maybe 6. I can't tell if these 2 connect. They might connect. So there's either 5 or 6. And our divisions that we have in Angola should be probably strong enough to deal with this area down here. Also, get you. Everybody in the Portuguese military, by the way, just has a gray mustache. Can't actually tell if that's right. Let's do it like this. Thank you for the follow. Evil Bob 597. Yeah, so we're just going to send you guys down towards the south. Like, we should have a big enough army by the time Chancellor Mischief in our rightful territories. It's a great opportunity for us to cause instability in Middle Africa by arming angry displaced natives who live in camps in Mozambique. We unlock Focus Matters of the Realm. What does that do for us? Matters of the Realm. Over here. So we could unlock this right now. If I want to crack down, but I think I want to arm them. Burden we bear. Local autonomy. Well, I think we're just going to arm them. We'll be able to get this later anyways. Yes. Apparently you have a dead economy, though. Negative 90% factory output. That's really bad for you. But really, really good for me. The less powerful Middle Africa is, the absolutely the better. We don't want them to be strong for obvious reasons. So we got these two. We're still missing infantry equipment, but I don't think it's going to take that long to get what we need. We're going to have one more factory here. I don't think that doubles production, but still is pretty good. Now we're just going to focus our way, try to get rid of Black Monday. Because the negative 20% factory output cap and output, as well as the consumer good factory, all are pretty bad. Okay, we got basic machine tools. So wars in 1996, hello. What do you think of the new Kaiserreich update? Well, we have just started it. But they always update countries that I just played right after I've done my series on them. Also, I got to quickly hit this button. There we go. It was I was accidentally hiding some of my own chat because it was blocked by a notification. Like, I think they updated Argentina and these guys down here. Again, like the day after I started my Chile campaign, they've updated Russia like 3 times since I last played Russia. And that was only like this January too. They keep updating stuff as soon as I finish. Maybe one day we'll be able to time things correctly. But we'll see. Maybe that'll never happen. Try to do okay with your country. I'll try to do okay. We're gonna at least hopefully take this area right here and connect Mozambique and Angola, which we should be able to do. I can't imagine we're gonna lose the war. I mean, I can't imagine it, but they have 6 to 25 divisions right now. I only see 3. Okay, these areas do connect, just very, very slightly. Because when are you guys going to be ready to deploy? No, you don't have enough equipment quite yet. And what do? You got the manpower. We're really just missing the equipment. And right now it's going to take us 513 days. Okay, not ideal. Yeah, Black Monday, negative 20%. Like, we're suffering some pretty bad penalties, unfortunately. Excavation 1 is basically worthless right now. We definitely don't want it. Which Portugal is the best Portugal? Kingdom of Republic? Well, right now we go to the Kingdom. Can you even go back to Republic and you can suspend Parliament. No, I don't think you can actually become anything other than Kingdom of Portugal in this. Wait, what do we got? We got a 1% recruited population, not bad. You are some stability. A little bit more recruited population. 4% factory output. A lot of recruitment here. Damage to garrisons. Could be okay. Another 10%. That's like a 20% boost. More stability, more recruited population. So apparently Organic Kingdom is just going to give us a ton of manpower, which as a small country like Portugal is probably worthwhile. And a 15% factory output there is nice as well. And another 10% stability. What do you get on this side? Political power gain, damage to garrisons. Wow, this one's horrible. This one's significantly worse. So we're definitely going to go for the Organic Kingdom when the opportunity arises, because it's just better for us. For industry, I mean, it's on its way. We should actually be able to not buy 1937. Actually, no. Maybe by like January we should have removed Black Monday. I mean, that's our hope, at least. It's Middle Africa. What are you going to do? Education. Are you going to try to disarm them? Like, I wonder if Goring is just going to completely destroy Middle Africa. I hope he does. That would benefit me greatly. And I know these troops are kind of trash. But we just need as many bodies as we can on the front lines. So you have 15 more days left. I mean, Spain has a lot of troops on our border, but I'm not worried about Spain. They're about to have a massive civil war anyways. And at some point, we'll be able to join the Entente. I just don't know. Do you have to lose the war against Middle Africa to join the Entente? I assume not. But again, I've never seen Portugal actually win the war. So I don't know what happens when they win. Like, could they go to war with Germany? Maybe. What's your division template look like? These ones are just terrible. They are, just like 12 widths. But I just needed cheap units I can throw into the front line. Because right now, our population, we're only at 1.5%. So whenever we get back up to 100, we're probably going to go up to limited. We can't go to extensive quite yet. Probably once we go to war with Middle Africa, we can get our way up to extensive. But until then, our army is going to be a little bit small. I mean, I think, what? We need 4 more divisions to fill up Mozambique. I'm trying to think. We can do something like this. Yeah, manpower is still going to be short. But that's okay. Okay, there's wars going on in China. Not a huge surprise there. I mean, hopefully nobody invades Portugal. Again, I don't think they can. And of course, once we go to war in the Second Weltkrieg, we do want to defend our borders a little bit. Because the International actually has a pretty good track record of invading Portugal. So we definitely do not want that to happen. We want to keep Portugal independent, while eventually aiding, Canada and Germany and invading France and Britain here. I'm trying to think, like, maybe we'll attack the British. Not too sure we're going to really focus our attention once the Weltkrieg begins. And I don't remember, is there a update on Middle Africa? Police officers have been shot. Today we learned that a tribesman has shot a Middle African police officer in Lusaka, the city that's still in shock, as the perpetrator, along with his supporters, have been detained for investigation by the local police. It appears that we are already managing to destabilize the Middle African government. It should be noted that he used a weapon supplied by us, but we are confident it won't get traced back to us. Well, a little bit of political power, thank you. Allow us to get our recruitment up a little bit more. They did say in the update for the patch notes is that they made Kaiserreich run a lot better. And I gotta admit, it is running significantly better than it used to, which is nice. Because Kaiserreich's always been known to be a little bit slow. So the fact they've been able to actually get it to optimize slightly is nice. Again, it sucks for my other campaigns that I got on YouTube right now because they are not on the new patch. They're going to run a little bit slower just by default, unfortunately. Okay, so it's still 1936. We could just boost you up, and I'm going to do it, actually. I actually have 2 boosts. Okay, boost both of them. Radio. Is there anything I can do that just gives me, like, a straight-up boost right now? I could go for artillery. But that doesn't affect all of our divisions. In fact, I think it affects a small number of them. Let's just go construction too. Let's get all the industry tax right now. Should be in I think, a pretty good position. We've reduced our modifiers by half, so it's basically a 10% boost to production here. And how long until a factory is done? It's be done in November, so about 1 month from now. You can do some 4-year plans. And again, this isn't unlocked quite yet. It'll be unlocked soon, but not quite yet. Gain some aggression. I would like to arm the soldiers. You're negative 10% consumer goods. 15%. So I think it's basically a 5% boost on everything. in the end, which would be nice. 2 civilian factories as well is quite nice. We'll probably actually get the extra research slot and then focus on doing some other focuses. That should be good. I mean, is there actually any other research slots? No, your land doctrine boost. I mean, I don't see any, so I'm assuming this might be the only one. Yes, we can only do this if we triumph or war lowest subjects. A little bit of army and navy experience gets lost, but that's okay. And are you going to build some... Okay, 1 civilian factory. 2... Oh, actually, a lot of civilian factories. That's quite nice. Do we need more steel, though? So we'll just keep importing it from the United States. I mean, America only has a few more months left to live until it completely explodes. Also, how did the Ottomans take over this territory down here? I don't know. I actually have no idea how they claimed this. That might be new. I'm not too sure. So Norway is joining the Internationale. Sweden is doing forced abdication. So they might end up joining. It's hard to say quite yet. And with Finland going national populist, that should mean that they're not going to join the Reichspact. So if we actually see a syndicalist Sweden and Norway, that could be a pretty powerful bloc in the Nordic countries. Because Finland only joins the Reichspact if Russia invades them. And I don't know if they're going to do that this playthrough. I mean, probably at some point. But when's that going to happen, I don't know. Coalition of the like-minded. So I assume... because the coup didn't happen in Sweden. No, the coup did happen. Okay. So they had a coup. But I think in order to go syndicalist, they have to have a counter coup. They got to coup the coup. So see what they do. So if Sweden joins the Reichspact, Finland or Norway's dead. Norway has absolutely no chance to survive. Going for the next level here probably is a little bit too much. So, let's go for radio. The next level of research speed gets unlocked, I think, in 38. A little bit more than a year from now. I have noticed that, yeah, Sweden joined the Reichspact. Okay, so Norway is dead. But that's good for us. Because we don't want a... I'm fine. We're fine with a strong Reichspact. As long as we can kill Middle Africa. Because I don't believe they'll call in, Germany. Maybe if they start losing, they will. In that case, then we're just kind of screwed. But... we should be okay. By the way, is there any... wait, one sec. Is there any game sound coming into the speakers? Like, I'm looking at this. Like, is the game sound actually not going through? If that's the case, that might be considered a problem. Please, I'm trying to... If anybody in chat can tell me whether or not there's volume in the game right now. Because my little thing's not showing it. But it might just be a little bit bugged. Version speed, I think, is hot garbage. We don't need that. If it is broken, I will have to, like, restart the stream because I have to restart my streaming software. You can't hear anything? There's no game sound? Okay, well, there's no game sound. I am going to have to restart the